guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts my N.E.W.T.s Readathon reading vlog, so stay tuned. So if you didn't know already, G over at Book Roast is hosting this N.E.W.T.s magical readathon, and back in April she hosted an Owls one where it was like the ordinary wizarding levels, and this month she's hosting the nastily exhausting wizarding tests, which is like a step up from the Owls. In the Owls you had to read one book to complete a course, and with the N.E.W.T.s you can read one to complete a course, but that just gets you to the acceptable level. Here you have 3 levels for each course. You have acceptable, exceeding expectations, and outstanding. And to complete the N.E.W.T.s, you have to get at least outstanding in one and at least acceptable in 2 others. So you need to read a total of at least 5 books over the month of August. Now, if you've been watching my other vlogs and TBRs and all of that, you would know that I didn't get a chance to participate in the Owls back in April, so these past 2 weeks I've been, while doing the 7 and 7 readathon and booktube-athon, I've also been completing my Owls so that I know which N.E.W.T.s to take for August. So for my Owls, I completed the Ancient Runes, which was a book with a symbol on the cover, and for that I read The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. For the arithmetic course, it says to read a book with a number on the cover or title. For that I read YOLO Juliet because it has the number 4 on the cover. For my Care of Magical Creatures class, it says read a book that includes magical creatures or features a magical creature on the cover. And for that I read The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Begal. And well, it has a unicorn on the front and it's about the last unicorn. For my Charms class, it says read a fantasy book, and for that I read Every Heart a Doorway by Shawnee Maguire. For the Herbology class, it says read a book with a nature-related word in the title, and for that I read Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shawnee Maguire because, well, sticks. And the last Owls I did was the History of Magic, and that said read a historical fiction, and for that I read The Crucible by Arthur Miller. So this is what I completed for my Owls. So if you watched my N.E.W.T.s Readathon TBR video, you would have seen that some of the subjects I was going to do, I only planned on getting acceptable, and others I went to exceeding expectations, and 2 of them I was going to do outstanding. And I decided that I wanted to really challenge myself and push myself a little bit further. So in addition to all of those books that you would see on that TBR, I've added a few more to try and reach outstanding on all 6 of the N.E.W.T.s that I plan on doing. So if you want to see my other books that are in my TBR, click on the link up here and watch that video. But the ones not mentioned in that video, I have here. So for Exceeding Expectations in Arithmetic, which was a book that ends on an even number page, for that I chose Tiger Lily by Jody Lynn Anderson. For Outstanding in Arithmetic, which is a book that's not the first in a series, I chose to listen to the audiobook of The Study of Seduction by Sabrina Jeffries, which is the 2nd book in the Art of Sinning series. For Exceeding Expectations in the Care of Magical Creatures, which is read a book under 160 pages, I chose Politically Correct Bedtime Stories, Modern Tales for Our Life and Times by James Finn Garner. And I always love these like politically correct stories. And this book is only like 79 pages. For Outstanding in Care of Magical Creatures, it says to read a book that includes dragons in any way, and for that I chose The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray because it has a dragon on the cover. For Exceeding Expectations in Herbology, it says to read a book with illustrations, and for that I chose Morning Glories by Spencer Isma and Esqueu. because, well, it's a graphic novel, so obviously there's illustrations. For outstanding in herbology, it says read a book with either one of these words in the title: light, air, sun, or water. And for that I chose Dark Water by Catherine Fisher. And for outstanding in history of magic, it says read a book that's at least 400 pages long. And for that I chose Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, because this is the second book in the Darkest Minds series. And we just finished the first one and watched the movie, so I'm excited to get to this one as well. So hopefully I can get to this point. And if I succeed with all of those, I'll have read 18 books. So I think I could do that in a month. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, we'll see. And I plan on vlogging the whole time, so you'll get to see as well. So to start off this readathon, I'm going to work on Acceptable from History of Magic, which is read a book that would fit right in at the Hogwarts library. And for that I am reading Kisses and Curses, and this is 15 authors, 14 stories, one fierce collection. And right now I am on page 35. I've only read the first story, which I loved. It's called Glitches by Marissa Meyer, and it's kind of Cinder's story when she first came to live with her new adopted family. And I love that. It was really good. So I'm looking forward to reading the rest of this. Alright, well I guess that's it for now, and I will just check in with you later. So it is Monday, August 6th, and I just finished reading Kisses and Curses, and it's 15 authors, 14 stories, one fierce collection. And I have to say I give this a 3. So there's 14 stories in here, and most of the stories are from something from another series or another book. And I think I would have enjoyed it more had I read more of the books that these things come from. The ones that were just kind of standalone stories, I enjoyed those. They were cute. There was one about it was a paranormal romance between a human girl and a Sasquatch, and it was quite silly and fun. And I enjoyed the first story, which was Glitches by Marissa Meyer, and it's a Cinder story. And I also enjoyed The Too Clever Fox by Leigh Bardugo, because that was a little bit of a fairy tale retelling and could be done as sort of a standalone kind of thing. So I enjoyed those, but most of the others I really just couldn't get into because I didn't know the rest of the story. It was just kind of like what happened on the side of something else, or you know, somebody else's thought process on what was happening in the main book. And I think if I had read all the other books, I probably would have given this at least a 4. But because I hadn't read them and I couldn't get into them, I give this a 3. And I probably will hold on to it and maybe reread it in the future after I've read all the books that it references in. So I think it might be fun to reread it later. We'll see. Anyway, Xander and I are getting ready to head to the gym, and when we get home I plan on picking up Room by Emma Donoghue. This is to complete my Exceeding Expectations challenge for History of Magic, and that's a read a book published at least 5 years ago. And I am buddy reading this with Brittany Massey, and we're just going to read like 25 pages a day. So I'll be working on this for like 2 weeks or something like that. And then that'll still give me a week to do my outstanding for that. So after I read my 25 pages of this that I need to read today, I'm going to switch to A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallero. And this completes my Acceptable challenge in arithmetic, which is a book of at least 300 pages. So I will start this today, and it has 321 pages. So I've been really looking forward to reading this series because Rocky over at Blonde with a Book talks about this all the time. So I finally got them and I'm looking forward to reading them. All right, well, I guess that's it for now, and I'll talk to you later. So it is currently 11:30 p.m. on Monday, August 6th, and I haven't really accomplished a whole lot in reading. I've read like little pieces of things, but that's it. Xander and I continued reading Grump tonight, and we're currently on page 97 of this. And then I started reading Room by Emma Donoghue, and I got to page 25 because I'm buddy reading this with Brittany Massey, and well, that's the point that we're supposed to cut at. So we're doing just 25 pages a day. And then I started reading A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro, and that was just the jacket. I'm currently on page 43 of this. So I haven't gotten a whole lot of reading done. I've been just doing all kinds of other stuff like editing, and which I didn't complete any editing. Though I did get one video uploaded that's going to go up tomorrow. And I did a little bit of cleaning and a lot of YouTube watching. I think I'm going to go and watch the Booktube-athon award show, and then I'm going to do a little bit of reading, and then I'm going to head to bed. So I will talk to you tomorrow. So it is nearly 1:30 in the morning on August 8th, and I have done like a million small things. I don't know that I've completed a whole lot of anything, but I've done like parts of a bunch of things. So my friend Christy, she posted this thing on Facebook asking if anybody wants these animals, and there was one of them that I did want. So we will have a new addition to our family tomorrow, and I'm so excited. And I've even come up with a name and everything, and so I did some online shopping for some things because this pet will be spoiled. And I also did some book outlet ordering and some Amazon ordering. I did a little work on my reading journal because, oh my goodness, I didn't do anything with this during the 7 and 7 or Booktube-athon, and that's 14 books at least that needed to be added to this. And when I write in here, I write, you know, the name and the author and my rating and my review of it. So it takes a while to write all the stuff. So I'm not done catching this up yet. And I did a little bit of reading. So on my buddy read of Room, we got to page 50 of this, so right here. And I'm listening to the audiobook while I'm reading along, and they have a full cast, and this story is told from a kid's point of view, so they actually have a kid's voice on here, and it is so stinking cute. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it already. I'm curious how the rest of it's gonna go, because we're really just getting started, but we'll see. And I've continued with A Study in Charlotte. The cover for this is over there somewhere. But I'm really close to the end. I'm on page 291. I just have like I think 3 more chapters to go. 2 chapters and an epilogue. And I will be done with this. I wanted to finish it today, and I probably will before I go to bed. But I really wanted to be finished with it and like a good chunk of the way through the next one. But it's just been kind of crazy today, so haven't gotten that done. I've also been editing my booktube-athon part 2 video, which that had like over 3.5 hours of footage, so condensing it down is gonna be fun. I currently have it down to 2 hours and 47 minutes. It's gonna take a lot more condensing than that though. Also, I got some book mail today. I ordered from Amazon the paperback of To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And I ordered this because I was planning on trying to get this on Book Outlet, but all I could find was the 3rd book. So I did order the 3rd book, and I already have the 2nd book. So I had to get the 1st one so that I could finally read it, and I want to watch the movie. Oh, this feels weird. The text feels funny. It's almost like it's a sticker on there, but it's not. It just feels weird. But yeah, I'm happy that I have this now, and I don't know if I'll get to it this month or not, because I have a lot of books I want to read this month. Oh, that's right. I forgot there's recipes in here. Ooh. But yeah, in addition to all of the books that I plan on reading for my N.E.W.T.s, I also have some books that I want to read before the end of this month, because at the end of this month I'm going to the Decatur Book Festival, which is just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and I want to get these books read before I go and try to get them signed. So a few of the authors that are going to be there, there's a lot of them, but a few of the young adult authors that are going to be there that I have the books or am getting the books and plan on reading the books for. We have Becky Albertalli, Kara Thomas, Victoria Schwab, Zendaya Minion. I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's the author of From Twinkle with Love and When Dimple Met Rishi. And, well, there's several others. Like, I want to say, like, Angie Thomas and Nick Stone and, I don't know, just a whole bunch of them. And then they also have, like, children's authors are going to be there, and adult authors, and cookbook authors, and nonfiction authors, and just, it's going to be this huge book festival. And I really can't wait to go. And there's going to be a concert at the end that I'm unfortunately going to have to miss, because we'll have to be driving home at that point because Marty has work the next day. But the band is called Harry and the Potters, which sounds really cute. But yeah, I want to read like The Savage Song. I want to try to read the rest of the Darker Shade of Magic series. I've already read the first one, but I want to read the other 2. I also want to read From Twinkle with Love, The Cheerleaders. I watched Love, Simon and loved that movie. And that made me want to read the book. So I actually have ordered Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, Leah on the Offbeat, and The Upside of Unrequited. I think those are the titles. So I've ordered all of those, as well as some stuff for the new animal that we're bringing in. I think that's really it for today, and I'm going to go and try to finish this book. maybe edit for a little bit longer. I don't know, because it's late and I should probably go to sleep soon. But I will talk to you tomorrow. So this is my future editing self, and I was unable to get this video completely edited in time for it to go up for you right now. So I'm going to split this video in half, and I'm going to post this part now and the other part just as soon as I can get it edited. It may even be up tomorrow. I'm not sure, we'll see. But I will try to get it up as soon as possible. And I'm thinking I may actually continue doing this in the future, making reading vlogs shorter and multiple parts. And then I'll just post more often. So, alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, always remember to be completely you.